Hello and welcome to week 6 of the PUDL uh, Master Ball Division. So this week we're facing the Czech Cleavers, who are the team we played in our first game back in last season. We lost, but so hopefully I can get some redemption there. So before I get into it, we're coming up to the later half of the season. Currently we're sitting at 2-3 with a -2 differential, which in the grand scheme of things isn't bad. Could be better, but it's not bad. So, but as of right this second, I'm eking through playoffs, but there's a lot of other, pretty much half the league is in 2-3, so need to start, losing's going to start hurting a lot worse than earlier in the season, so gotta keep up this, strong performances. So before I get into the matchup though, we got some transactions to go through. Why did that have an animation? Oh well. So I did drop some Pokemon for new ones, just to, maybe fill out my team better. So I dropped Portera for Toedscruel. That's because I felt like, I don't know, Portera wasn't as good as it needed to be. Yeah, I probably never used them right. I know I kind of used some other sets, but none of them ever worked out the way I wanted them to. So I went and picked up, as you can see, Toedscruel there, just because when I was looking at it, as you may or may not know, I only have Quackable as a Rapid Spinner, and Toedscruel can Rapid Spin, which automatically makes Quackable a lot easier to bring because I don't have to fill out that random last 4 slot with Rapid Spin. I can do another attacking move or setup move or any other such things. Then I also dropped Alcremie for Houndstone. So I try to make Alcremie work. I like it as a Pokemon. It's probably my favorite Gen 8 Pokemon, but at the end of the day, you got Mystical Fire in Gen 8, and I was kind of missing that in Gen 9. So I decided to pick up a Ghost type because I was lacking one. Pretty much about that. I was lacking a Ghost type Pokemon, so I picked it up. Thing's very bulky, very strong, good in terms of physical bulk, with especially with Fluffy, which I would probably be running more often than not because I don't actually have to set up Sand manually with Sand Rush. There you are. Yeah, it's 100. Has about 100 defense and 97 special defense, so it's a pretty good tank here. It should be fun to use. Next, we got some Terra changes. We got the Overquill. I'm changing Bug to Ghost. I originally wanted Bug for like a Terra Bug Fell Stinger, but I never got to use it. It is what it is at this point. Ghost is there just for another option to block like rapid spins and stuff like that. Then I changed Terra Water on Electivire to Terra Fairy because I did drop my only Fairy type, so it gives me just a bit of coverage I can run now. I decided Terra Water wasn't working out the way I wanted to just because I've been running a rain team. I have a lot of water type and water type moves already. I don't really need a completely different one to Terra on. So yeah. So now to get into the team. Right? No, that's right. Okay. So here's my opponent's teams. We got that Kommo-o, Heatran, Sylveon, King Gambit, Alamola, Tatsugiri, Garchomp, Zapdos, Electrode, and Altaria. Tatsugiri can go into Water, Steel, or Fairy. Electrode is a Electric, Water, and Flying. And Altaria is Flying, Steel, and Fire. Based on what I'm just looking at here, I'm a little surprised that Electrode doesn't have a Terra Ice, just because that's like one of his most popular Terra typings to go into. But looking at his team, uh, Zapdos is pretty strong. Kommo is good with things like Clangorous Souls. He's got Heatran there, which is a good Pokemon, along with Sylveon and King Gambit, which are all Pokemons that are getting do good. You got Garchomp, who can roll a multitude of sets, can run like a Sword Stance, Yellow Shot set. It can run a tanky set with rough Skin and Rocky Helmet. Alamo is an annoying cleric, be able to just wish Baton Pass, regenerate. It's extremely annoying and going to be hard to deal with. Tatsugiri is a good spinner. Altaria is a defogger. Both some Tatsugiri can be a nasty plotter. I think Altaria gets Dragon Dance. Not sure what else it gets. I'm not sure. Not the greatest in the attack category. It's pretty bulky though, so yeah. And Electro is just a really good Terra Captain. It's really fastest thing on his team. He has a big speed gap there, so which I can take advantage of with like Bundle, Monkey Dory technically. But other than that, yeah, pretty much the team. Their team, pretty quick team breakdown. So first Pokemon I'm bringing is Electivire. And I'm trying out that new Terra Fairy. I'm giving it Mirror Herb for that Clangorous Soul Kommo-o if it comes. Motor Drive is because the other ability is. Does it even have another ability? Vital Spirit, which not really useful in this time. The speed EV there to guarantee me the guarantee an outspeed of Kommo-o. I'm always 1 point faster, yeah, even at +1. Got Terra Blast, which was a Terra Fairy, will be Terra Blast Fairy, which will more than likely one-hit a Kommo-o and hit things like Garchomp, Zapdos, Galarian, Tatsugiri, and Altaria before Terras. I got Knockoff just to get rid of things like leftovers, choice specs on like things like Alamola, Sylveon. Earthquake's there for the Heatran. And Supercell Slam's there once again for the Alamola. Hopefully it works out the way I want it to. Next up, I'm bringing the defensive Zapdos. So last week I brought specially defensive. This week I'm bringing defensive. So this thing would be good into things such as that Zapdos-Galar in there. So it's pretty much a mirror match there, but you know. It could be good in the King Gambits too. Yeah. Discharge Hurricane, Thunderwave. Thunderwave there just for a bit of disruption on things like King Gambit, Sylveon, Heatran, pretty much anything that can be paralyzed. Because the only thing that can't be paralyzed are Electrode and Garchomp. Hurricane there just for a hard-hitting flying type move because its only resistances are Heatran and King Gambit. So a Hurricane and Discharge pretty much hits everything for pretty much neutral damage all the way around. Static, as you can imagine, you know, you hit me with that Zapdos Galarian, and you may get paralyzed. So this thing's be like built to be like a annoying disruption Pokemon. Next, I'm bringing back Quackable. I think I left him out the last couple weeks, so he's probably happy to have him back. I put a choice scarf on him with Moxie. Max speed, max attack, pretty basic. Hey, I'm gonna hit you hard and fast and to move the game along. I pretty much have max speed just because it is a speed tied with Kommo-o, so I do want to have it there just make sure it's a speed tie at +1. And triple axle should hit it Kommo pretty hard. Aqua Stab, Close Combat are just 2 stab moves, and Brave Bird is just to hit everything else. So, hopefully that. Yep. Next, we're having the debut of this Hose Scroll. We've just put some heavy-duty boots on him just in case he brings hazards. Hazard stacking with guard chomping them. My Sealing Might's the only ability he gets, so that's that. Not right. I made a mistake on that EV there, I think. Yeah. So these speed EVs are supposed to be special defensive EVs, okay? So this is my special tank for the week. I pretty much said I'm not outspeeding anything. I'm tanking special defensive hits from things like Sylveon. So like what? Let's give me a quick example. I don't have an example. So it's basic Calm Mind Eevee. So pretty much Eevee, sorry, Sylveon. Calm Mind Sylveon here pretty much can't stay into it, I don't think, because the way it's set up right now, I can't do much to it either. But I can Toxic and Venoshock it, which is fun. So Toxic's once again there for the Sylveon and, you know, things like that. Sylveon and Alamola. Pretty much get Toxic off. Makes Venoshock twice as strong. So, as I was saying, honest. So after putting that in the calculators, Hyper Voice from a Calm Mind, basic Calm Mind Sylveon only does 16%, and if he wants to start Calm Minding on me, I will get a Toxic off on him and badly poison him, which makes Venoshock stronger. Yeah. So, and if we say it's a Choice Specs version, Hyper Voice does 34 again at max. Actually, yep. Yeah. So the max of 30, 36. And once again, I can badly poison and 2-hit it with Venoshock and stuff. Next up, I'm bringing a different Archaludon than I usually do. Usually you see the special version with you know, Electro Shot and all that. This time we're bringing the more of a lead one. I'm thinking this is gonna be my lead for right now. But it has a Flash Cannon, Body Press, Iron Defense, Stealth Rock, so it's pretty much Iron Press with Stealth Rocks and a little bit of coverage on Flash Cannon. So this thing is a max health, max special defense, so once again, there's another special tank. Going back into that Sylveon Choice Spec. Probably doesn't particularly enjoy being into it, but it doesn't take Choice Spec. Oh no, I didn't have the nature, which honestly at this point doesn't help much. Although Choice Spec Sylveon still pretty much skills right through me, so it ain't my best option about that, but it's pretty much Iron Defense. You get the idea of it. See how it works out. And last but not least, we're bringing back the Choice Card Bundle. It's pretty much the same sets as last week, just different IVs. The IVs are there just to outspeed a guard chomp at all times. So yeah, this thing pretty much outspeeds everything but that Electrode. And if Electrode wants to be here, that's more than happy to send the Arcalodon out in front of the Electrode. I think our Electrode could do much to me in general sense of the word, yeah. So Arcalodon's pretty better suited for the Electrodes out there. I don't have to worry too much about any Terra type it can go into, so yeah. So that is the team for the week. Got some new additions, some returning, and hopefully it works out properly. I'd love to get another win, get back to 3-3 on the year. Back to 500 and be probably a pretty good spot for playoffs, I'd think. So yeah, let's hope that happens, and I'll see you in the game. Okay, here we are, week 6 against Hirtis. So, looking at his team, he has the Electrode there and the Tatsugiri, both Kintera, so you have to watch out for that. I'm glad the Kommo-o came, because that means my Mirror Herb can do something. Possibly. Sylveon will be annoying, but I do have a Toad Scroll for it. Honestly, looking at his team, Tatsugiri the spinner there, so that's so. I'm gonna go. Who's he leading off with, you think? Probably Garchomp, right? Garchomp's a good lead just because it can set up all kinds of annoying hazards, and I do have a Rabbit Spinner. Okay, I'm good there. A Tank Chomp cannot do much to me. And I can pretty much get a poison off on anything here. I think I'm going to lead off with the Toad Scroll here. Ooh, a Zapdos-Galarian, okay. So I do not want to stay on this, because this thing is a physical attacker. Say it's Choice Scarf, because that's... Yeah, I got my ass kicked by that. So I'm going to go out to Zapdos here. Fine. Anything you want to do there? Anything? No? Okay. Whatever. That did what? 23% on close combat? That's like max roll there on my D. That could be max attack, max speed there. Sadly, he didn't get static, which kind of sucks, but whatever. So what's he going out here? Probably Garchomp, right? Hurricane has a chance to knock out this Zapdos if he wants to stay in. Does about 40%. Oh, Sylveon, okay. Fuse, 26%. Any leftovers? Nope. Okay, Sylveon came in. 26%, huh? Means it's more especially defensive, I've seen. That's max, could be max health, max special defense there. Her voice doesn't do much to me, but I'll just go back out to Toad Scroll here, because it is my... Then, is anything here like a Toxic? No. Nice. Yeah, thing's poison now. Yeah. Looks good. That puts it... I'm gonna collect Nano Shock here. Should do about 30%. 36%. Does this thing have a chance of poison at all, or... No, it just doubles if the poison's poisoned, okay. This thing would now... I don't know what he's gonna do here. It's gonna be a little hard to say what he does here. That is fine. 15%. Kommo-o comes out. Did he do it? Bam! Nice, nice, nice. There we go. Worked out perfectly. So everything's +1 across the board. Special attacks +2. Nothing's going to appreciate this Terra Fairy Parablast. See what I can get out of this. So I'm definitely gonna do that, but just goes through this thing here. Zapdos, Guard Chomp. None of those appreciate the Terra Blast here, especially at Terra Blast Fairy. Sylveon or Electrode are probably his best switch-ins. Sylveon at this point. We said it was max, probably more than likely max special defense. I'm definitely faster, so. Yep, yep. 1? Yeah. I should be pretty much faster than everything but this Zapdos here. Even then, vacuum weight only did 12%, huh? That's nice. I should be able to. Do I know what items this thing has? No, but it's toxic, so that makes the life easier. So I think the only thing that will be faster than me is that Zapdos there. I think that's Choice Scarf, and depending on, I guess, what sets he ran and all that. This right now, I listened to that before, so let's change that up. There you go. Brave Bird does about 50% to me. So I can at least, at this point, I can take a, yeah, I can take a Brave Bird and a Calm Mind. I don't think Tatsugiri can do much here. Show me a C spinner. Not, even if it has Choice Scarf, it's not faster than me. I'm quite sure this thing does not get any kind of, oh, I guess I can Terra here. What can it Terra into? Steel and Fairy? What else can it? Steel and Fairy. So he tears in the Steel, he survives the Terra Blast. Super Little Slam kills him no matter what he does, it looks like. I don't. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Yeah, that's gone. Goes Electrode here. I highly doubt it's Choice Scarf, I should be faster. Oh, I don't have anything that knocked out on 1. But he doesn't do too much to me at this point. I do have Motor Drive. Leaf Storm would be the best move, and I'll do 40%. I should have been smart if you kind of forgot you had a ground type. Got lucky you didn't switch into that. So I don't have to worry about Terra types anymore. So no more water or flying I have to deal with, which is fine because 28, huh? I have choice scarf on this thing, I believe, right? Yeah, I should. Sylveon comes out. So I'm pretty sure this is max special defense. Hyper Voice should only do about 20, 30% to me. I don't know what item he has. It's gonna click Terra Blast twice. 70%, okay. Terra Blast again. That. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Oh, that's Life Orb, huh? At this point, I think Iron Bundles can just come in and click Ice Beam on everything. Because I don't think anything here should be faster than me. I was faster with +1 there, so gonna have to like Ice Beam the rest of the way. This thing's the only thing that can be faster than with a Life Toy Scarf, but this thing has Life Orb, so I'm definitely faster than it. I'm faster than this, I probably kill Zapdos at this point. Yeah. No, that's... Oh, sorry. Wrong Pokemon. Yeah, Ice Beam kills Zapdos. Ice Beam more than likely kills Garchomp. It shouldn't have any more priority of any kind that I know of. Maybe Quick Attack, but I highly doubt that does too much to me. Okay. I think Electivire might have slept there if I you know, had max attack, but I decided to run some HP just you know, provide some hit. Yep. Yeah, I'm just gonna click Ice Beam at this point. Be faster than everything, even if they had Choice Scarfs, because it's the only thing that outsped this thing was that thing. Ice Beam again. Assuming it's max attack, which I think it is, should knock it out, yep. And then Garchomp should come out, and I highly doubt this thing can survive an Ice Beam. This 4 times effective. Okay. Yep. Okay. Ah, game worked out pretty well this time, which I'm happy for. What, that +5? Well, I think I'm 3-3 now, so yeah. I got lucky you actually brought Kommo-o, because if you didn't, that Mirror Herb does not come as useful. May still be useful against like a Garchomp or something, but yeah. GG's to my opponent. Good luck for the rest of the year for him. I think there's like 2 games left. So yeah. Well, that's game. See you next week.